All right, Elena's off today. It's Elaina Experiments Day, and I couldn't let it go. So that's what we're talking about right now. And it is the Easter holiday, so we're going to have a little bit of Easter fun here. And with me from Del Oro High School, science teacher, Kristen. And guess what? It's spring break, so we got a little bit of a guest appearance. We got Drew and we have Connor, and these are her two kids joining us today. Thank you, Kristen, for coming in.
No problem.
All right.
A little bit of a design challenge. Science is not just about uncovering, what the world around us and figuring out how it works. It's also about making things and figuring out how we can be most efficient with things or build the tallest something. And so we've got a very easy way to do an engineering design challenge with Easter coming up, with all of the leftover eggs after they've been cracked open and found.
And this could be kind of a family competition.
Yes.
I know we were talking to the green room a minute ago, and Drew was trying to say he was going to beat me.
Very competitive.
He was cheating just now. He was looking at the different designs.
Yeah, he's already planning them out. He's already planning them out. So yeah, if you need to burn off a little sugar or just kind of have a little break and kind of make it a fun family competition, the general idea is we're trying to either build the tallest tower, or you could set a time limit and say whoever can build the, build this amount fastest, like 30, Or
put them together even? Or,
exactly, yeah. So we're going to start this one. The boys are going to start their towers, and we're going to see how many half of egg shells here you guys can stack to make the tallest tower.
Oh,
you
gosh.
Ready?
Do you guys compete a lot with each other?
Yes.
Yes? All right, let's see. All right, I'm going to start my stopwatch. All right, are you ready, boys?
Yeah.
All right, let's start. Let's see how high we can go. All right.
So this can be adapted with a lot of different age groups. You can see we've got different sizes, and so that can make it a little bit extra challenging for the adult competitors. And engineering design is about having to refine your process. So Connor's having to kind of negotiate the different sizes and figure out what he wants. And so the idea is that you come up with a plan, maybe see if it's working or not working, and refine your process a little bit until you start getting a tall tower. So,
and I think sometimes people think science has to be really elaborate. And we can do science in all different aspects.
And there's not one correct way to do this, right? There's a lot of different strategies that people could try, and it's just about having that creativity, but also that refining process to come up with something bigger, better, or fastest.
Because the higher we go, when we talk science, the higher we go, the more gravitational pull you get. So, and look what happened.
Oh,
Drew and Connor
you
both
said it wasn't going to fall over.
Fell over.
Right? So now they both have learned a little bit from their first iteration, and they're probably making some small adjustments here to figure out how they can go a little bit faster, a little bit taller. Connor's going with very large.
He changed his method here.
Yes, and Drew's just trying to kind of stack quickly. So a lot can be learned. Like I said, all age groups can adapt this activity and have a little fun. I thought it was going to be up to the ceiling already, huh?
And again, this can be a fun family activity. You hunt for the Easter eggs, and then you're looking for something to do maybe a little bit later.
Yes.
This is a great activity for the family.
Exactly.
So talk about being a science teacher, because, there's a lot to going into being a science teacher, coming up with all those plans. What do you love most about being a science teacher?
I definitely never stop learning, which is my favorite thing. Some people get really nervous. They think people have to know all the answers. And sometimes it's actually best to not know the answer or have to look it up and be resourceful and use your resources. So I love inspiring students to be curious. To ask questions, right? We never want them to stop asking questions, because science is always driven by questions. And so that's my favorite part, is to kind of get that curiosity and keep it going, especially with high schoolers that I typically work with. Sometimes they want to just find the answer real quick. And I'm like, no, let's be curious. Let's find out.
Well, and that's the thing too, is, science has weather, science evolves. So something that was being studied, 20, 30 years ago, there's a new evolution of science each and every year. And so that's, part of your teachings.
Yeah, and we change up the different phenomena that we try and investigate to make it relevant to the real world, just so that it's always current with kind of what kids see out in the real world.
Well, perfect. Thank you, Kristen. And as if I had to gauge right now, I'd have to say, take your hands away. Let's see. Here's the final test. But it was stacked pretty high. So I have to say maybe Connor could be the winner of this one. All right. Oh, Drew's looking at me like, no.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Drew. Thanks, Connor. Thanks, Kristen. We appreciate you guys coming in. I hope
No
you guys
problem.
have a great Easter holiday.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be right back.